All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Inside the Logic. I'm your host, Mindful G, and I'm here to share my opinions as it pertain to me. Now, I don't have a PhD, but what I didn't learn in school, I learned on the streets. So sit back and enjoy as we tackle today's topic. And if I had another mic, you know what? I would have dropped it. All right, all right. So I want to welcome everybody. Today's topic is dating games part two. Why is the dating world so difficult today? Now, I don't know exactly how I don't know exactly how to say this. It's just so many things have changed in just a short year. I did dating games part one maybe a year ago. And it was looking ugly then. It's really ugly now. All I can say is hopefully, hopefully things get better. And I was hoping I would get, some sisters on here because I can only give you one side of the story. You know what I mean? My side, I'm just one man and I'm not every man. So what the way I think may not be the same as other brothers, but I need to know what the sisters are thinking. What are y'all thinking? And I'll go through a few things myself, how I look at, the dating game right now. And it's not that it's a bad, super bad, but it's lost all the days of young. Uh the days when it was younger people, um, when you were young in school and things were just like, hey, everything is everything. Do you meet at school or you meet at the gym or at the rec center or just out and about? Because back then, I ain't gonna say my age, but it was very easy and simple. Didn't have like cell phones, at least cell phones on this level that we had today. We're walking around with our whole life in our pockets. So I'm uh I'm hoping, hey, my little cuz Travis came in, so I got another one. He's the first man in the house. We're waiting to see who else going to join Travis. So I'm just talking because that's what I do. But I was speaking on my experience with the women today and my demographic. You would think being older or more mature, as it were, that the women would be on that same level, or the men too, because I've heard tragic stories of how men that are my age and older that still act like they're in their teens or whatever. So, I get it. But mostly, I'm just trying to see exactly what to do. And as I sit here and like I said, I've been out here trying to get sisters to join, and it's a little early, so I'm gonna be patient. But what's happening right now is what's happening every day for us men out there. The women say they're gonna do something or they're gonna be there, they're gonna support, and they don't because they say that's the man's job to support and to do all these other different things. And that's cool. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But at the same time, it's like I gotta hit a few people. So I'm hoping, you know how it is. This how it is, Travis. You've been enjoying this lovely world of ours, and you seeing that you say, yeah, I missed a lot of stuff, just missing it when you're going into stuff. But you've been missing a lot of stuff, and then when you get to see all this stuff, you say, damn, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, man, it's like it's not what things are just so different. And it's like sometimes it's like night and day. And I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna text a few people that I asked to come through. And this is like what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to get some answers. You can't even get an answer. You can't even get a woman to answer you. So since they're not joining in, I guess all we can do is talk about how bad they are in the dating game. I mean, if they want to they need to get on here and straighten us, because, or at least tell us. I don't think you can straighten either one of us, but you can share something with it. And it's like, I personally have been told today, not many hours ago, at least 5 or 6 women that said, yeah, they're going to join and share. And at this point, they haven't. So that doesn't make them look good. It's just like, they ain't my girlfriends or nothing. They just, upstanding women that are single too. And that's my whole thing. It's like, you single and you say you got some issues with how the dating game is, but you not coming to talk about it. Then you don't want to find out, right? You know what I mean? You ain't trying to find somebody. Because if you were, you would want to be in these type of forums where men are saying, okay, I'm gonna just be open and try to be as honest as I can. And I need them to do the same. And I'm sitting here and it's like, what is it? 8 minutes in, and only people I can count on is my homies. Yeah, they gonna show up. They gonna show out because they say we got your back, cuz they gonna show up. Y'all women, and now y'all want us to do what they doing for me, showing up, be there. But you want a man to do that, but you can't even show up to back up whatever you may or may not have to say good about us or say about yourself. And it's okay, because if they don't show up within the next 10 minutes, we going to do what men do on Thursday. We going to watch football. And I don't even like their team that's playing. But it's my first time back in a year, so I get it. I ain't got a whole lot of followers, and I ain't tripping. But at the same time, it's like, I ain't talking on a topic that I could just ramble on by myself. You know what I mean? It's a topic where I need some women feedback, and I know which one to get. We should have got your cousin Rhonda on this joint. That would have definitely blew it up. But I ain't have her number, and I couldn't get in touch with Duke. So, it's just like, where's my sister? Yeah. Are you gonna join? This is what a brother got to do to get back on his feet in the podcast world. He got to get on his cell phone during his stream to try to get somebody to join. And there's so many people I didn't have on here. I can look at all these people and ain't nobody done nothing. Her dad ain't even joined. Can't even depend on my baby mother. Ain't that a shame? But yeah, try. We gonna give them 10 minutes, man. And if they don't, oh well. Uh oh. That's my sister. Here we go. Hello. What's up, sister?
Hey,
What's
how are you?
going on? How you
Not a
doing?
thing.
Yeah, so I'm glad you joined, because it was just me and my little cousin Travis on here, and we sitting here and I'm talking about, like, my experiences and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you see, that's what women want, a man to be there when they call and say he coming and he gonna come, and then I done talked to all these women, and ain't never one of them showed up yet. But you showed up, so I gotta give it to you. And she at an event. You see, see that's loyalty right there. Yes, that's my little sister, but that's loyalty. If you ain't got nothing, you got family, man. So all these women, because if y'all come back and look at my my YouTube video of this, I want y'all to know that y'all done lost some points. But I'm trying. I'm trying, little sis. I'm trying. Oh. How is this now? My other little sister just joined. Yeah. So it's a family affair right here. I done got the whole family affair. Ren, hello, Ren. Look, I done got both of my little sisters. Look at you. You trying to figure out what's going on?
I'm in a bed.
Oh, see the love I get. I done got some love in
I
here.
forgot the Redskins was playing too.
I know. I picked the wrong time. I picked the wrong time. But you know, I got a few people on here now, so it's starting to look like we got something going. But if anybody wants to give their idea of what today's dating is like for them, or what do they think the issue is with today's dating, and that could be anybody. It could be male or female.
Well, I'm gonna just hop out there real quick. I don't dating. Let me just also say I'm not like actively dating, and what I mean by that is like I'm not like on a dating app or searching for anyone that way. Um, but I feel like the interactions with guys that I meet is very different. It's very much what can I give you to do something for me? And it's like I'm a little confused by that because I'm not used to that. Um, I'm very much a giver in real life. You know what I'm saying? I like to do things for others, so it's weird to have that type of interaction with guys these days. But I also am very much like focused on like work, and I feel like that's I don't know. I feel like it's like women that are like working and not really dating. And then there are women that want to get flown out and want men to pay for everything. And like, yeah, if you ain't paying for it, I ain't going. And like, I can't relate to that because I pay for
Right,
stuff. So
right,
I don't really know where I fit in with the dating scene right now. And again, like I said, I'm not actively dating because I just had a child and I'm really not looking for that.
right,
But when I do interact with guys, it's very different. And it might be because of what females are putting out there. I mean, not females I know, but just what I see. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, give me this and I'm gonna give you that, you know? So
exactly. Oh well, you know, it's like I'll say when I speak on it myself, okay, yeah, for anybody that want to know, yeah, yeah, big bro, yeah, he be online dating. He be trying. I be swiping like a mug. But you know, you taking your chances. You know what I'm saying? You just out there. That's what it's all about. It's like you trying to find happiness however you can find it. Whatever avenue that you can try to find to like hope for the best. Now, I'm not saying that I haven't met any great women or, you know, and I've met some that wasn't too great, but at the same time, you know, it's a two-way street. And I ain't gonna say I was always perfect in my pursuit or maybe even say always fully honest. And I think a lot of that comes from like Travis said to me earlier. Travis said that he's trying to meet people, women in the street, and they like unapproachable. And then I had to back him up because yes, I've even tried to like just talk to just on a regular, not even know. And I know a lot of women go through some rude dudes and all this trying to talk to them in the street. I get that, you know. But if a guy's coming up to you and you don't have a boyfriend, but that's their number one line. Oh, I'm sorry. They don't even stop. I'm sorry. I got boyfriend. That and you like, damn, like you ain't even, I ain't even come at you wrong or nothing. I'm like, okay, thank you, Mr. Lady, blah, blah, hope maybe next time or whatever. And that's what men going through right now. Or, a lot of people, I believe it's the internet for sure. Social media for sure. It's they are putting out these unrealistic expectations. They want these men, they want men that's got, six figures, this type of car, got their own this, got their own that. And my question to any woman who has said any of that is don't ask me for nothing that I have if you don't already have it too. Because if you coming to me and you don't possess the things you saying I need to have to be your friend, then you need somebody to take care of you. Because that's what I see. If you don't have what I have, then you living off me. I don't want you to live off me. I want you to live with me if we get together. This is a team. I ain't saying you got to pay half or none of that, but I'm saying you need to have your own just because I need to know that you have that type of drive and ambition to have your own. Nobody want to be asking nobody for gas money. Nobody want that. You know what I mean? But as a man, depending on who he dealing with, he gonna take the man's role and do the things that the man's supposed to do. But you shouldn't expect that if you not bringing nothing to the table. But what BBD say, a button, a smile, that only lasts for so long. But that's just my opinion. Anybody else got something they want to say on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna touch on what you just said. I said earlier, right? Like I don't know, I'm just like trying to figure it out myself, right? It's real confusing. I don't know what happened over the years, but it just seems like women out here hate men. Like it don't matter like what the approach is to them. Like you can't walk up and talk to a female. I don't care how polite you are. I don't care how aggressive you are. Like it just it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like I don't know what happened over the years between men and women. I kind of like missed a lot of them for some reason. But I don't know. I don't know where the hate come from.
I'll say this. I'll say this, and kind of like a little bit of defense of the woman, just a little bit, not a whole lot. But it's a handful. We can't always say it's every woman, but this like a woman can't say it's every man. But online and today, that's how it's being displayed. Women, if I saw some stuff online where the woman said that the guy had all the things she wanted. He came to the house, went to the door, had flowers, you know, opened the car door for her, and she said she was on her phone saying, "Man, he weird." She's saying weird. But this is this all the stuff that you said. I want a man that's gonna treat me right, gonna buy me flowers, not just because, gonna show me attention and all this. And then you find a man that's doing that, and you texting your girlfriend saying he weird. And then at the end of her post, she said, "You know what? I thought about it. It wasn't him. It was me. I didn't know how to act." Finding somebody that was doing all the things that I really wanted out of a man. So she said, I messed up. And I think that's something that goes both ways across the table that a lot of us at our time in life met somebody that had everything, but we wanted to see if the grass was green on the other side, or we took them for granted. And then I know myself personally, I've had a few women in my past that I wish I didn't let go because they went on and found other men that respected them and did the things that they wanted. And then I look back and I'm like, yeah, I'm still by myself. I'm out this joint spinning the wheel on dating apps. hoping I might as well be at MGM losing all my money because my time running out. And that's all it is. Anybody, I see Cicely over there. You got something to say? You was drinking. You had your drink in your cup.
Well, Leroy have her hand raised, so I'm gonna let her talk.
Oh, I
Then
didn't
I'll
even
talk
see your
after her.
hand raised. That's what
I'm using the proper, you got to do it the proper way.
right, right.
I'm teasing. But no, I think that in the dating where I feel where what I'm going through is just patience. Patience, period. Patience and expectations. I think those are like the two things that people they are stuck in their ways and they don't want to have grace for the other person.
Okay, you got a point there, and that sounds good. Oh, and just for my other two sisters, Cicely and Leroy Rand. You see Diana down there? That's the sister I found out when we went to. Anyway, yeah, that's my other little sister. So yeah, now you can meet my sisters. Yeah, two of my other sisters, and there's one more, but she ain't on here. But that's my little sister, and yeah, we got a story to tell. But that's for another podcast. Um, so it is. Clock on the wall said it's almost 9. I'm a stop at 9 because I ain't had no whole lot of people. But like I said, family comes out for you. Big up for all my sisters. That was a song, wasn't it? Big up. Oh no, that was a home my hater. Anyway, my sister showed up. Little cousin Travis. Randy, y'all don't remember Travis, but he was around. Y'all don't remember him. Bernadette,
Um,
little cousin, but y'all don't remember him. But he used to come over to the house over in Walker Mill. Yeah.
but Chris is on here. Chris is real quiet.
I
I
see
wanted to
Chris.
say
But
something
Sissy
too.
has to say
Okay,
something.
okay, go
Yeah,
say
I just
something.
want to say, hey, Chris. Hi, Travis. Never met you, but and hi, Deanna. Sis, nice meeting you.
Hey, y'all.
What I want to say is like, I'm not dating. You know,
Well, I mean,
um,
we knew
I'm
that, but
in a
I'm thinking Chris.
relationship. Well, I mean, the others don't know
Oh
that,
yeah.
but what I'm going to say to what I've been hearing is like how you were talking about your age and how you feel like you're in a senior citizens home and all this other type of stuff. I think everything has its timing, right? And I feel like regardless what goes on out here, you know, God is preparing you for, you know, that person, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the things that you go through, the ups, the downs, and all that type of stuff, I feel like He's preparing you. E- Even if you're in a relationship like myself, I still feel like He's preparing me, for that next step, if it goes to that next step. So what I'm saying is, regardless how crazy it is, how wonderful it is, you know, just have patience, you know, and take life as it come. Like how Travis was like saying he think women hate men, the black women hate men or whatever the case may be. I just think you're just running into the wrong women, or who could say when you talk to her or whatever, she may have been having a bad day or something like that, and how you are approaching them, that may be a thing too. Just saying hi. Some people just want to, hey, how you doing? And if you can get past the hello, then you can, dialogue a little more. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, I just think everything has its timing, and it's like a roller coaster. So enjoy the ride
I
and
I
learn
hear
as you
you.
go.
Look, you know what? We for the girl up top in the top of the job. Oh man, thank you. You gave us a whole lot in a little bit of time. However, It was good. And I thank you for that because like I said, we need this is what this is what us men need. We need to hear women's side. You know what I mean? Like honest women's side, not just I'm saying all the right things because that's what I feel. You know, I feel the internet has bred unrealistic expectations. I feel that, cell phones and things of that nature has taken away all the personable attributes of life. Nobody, and we know we got most of us got kids. Some got kids of age where nobody even talks. They sit at a table and talk amongst themselves on the phone. And you be like, you right there. Why are y'all on the phone talking? And other than that, FaceTiming. So it's like, the world has got so digitized that nobody wants to like have contact. And it's like if you're not ready to, have some real contact to sit the phones down, take the time to get to know the person because if it's the wrong person, if you're paying attention to detail, you're not going to waste a whole lot of your time trying to figure out or getting in situations where either one or the other is going to get hurt. So it's like, relationships are not, it's not a trip, it's a journey. You know what I mean? A journey is, and it's, you walk together, not in front and not behind. You walk together so you both can experience the ups and downs and the shortcomings from one another, and then you learn from that, and you either grow closer together or you figure that you is not happening and you grow apart, or you decide to say let's not do this anymore because there's no happiness in the end. But again, it all starts with the person in the mirror. You got to know what you want out of a relationship. You got to know what you're willing to like settle for, and not settle for less than what you feel you expect, or that you want. I wouldn't tell no woman or man to just have someone because they want someone and that person is going to be there, because that's just, you're setting yourself up for failure. If it's real, I've said this many times in my past, and some women look at it as rude, some look at it as, okay. If I meet a woman and I say, all I want is sex, I'm just sexually attracted to you. Oh, you rude as shit, whatever. And I'm like, cool. But then some will say, okay, let me think about it. Yeah. Okay, we can do that. Cause she's saying, I would rather you tell me the truth up front, and I say no right now, or I say I could lie to you however long it takes to get what I want, and then I'm gonna be not shit anyway. So that's just how it is. Oh Lord. Okay. So the Redskins must have scored. Anyway.
They didn't score.
Oh.
Eagles missed their field goal for the second time.
What's
Oh.
the score, Cicely?
Mm. Well,
What's the
this is what
score?
Seven
it's
nothing.
7-0.
Okay.
Look at Ren. She want to go sleep and all that. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm a play my. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming in and giving me your time, and I'm gonna keep doing this, different topics. So I want y'all to keep joining. It'll get better. Any parting
Sure.
thoughts? Any parting thoughts from?
Me, I got a parting thought.
Okay, Deanna, you go ahead, girl.
I really just have a question because I've been on social media and I see a lot of this like single mamas and what they want and what they gonna get and what they gonna take and they want too much and this, that, and the third. And I just have a question for the men in general. When it comes to dating a woman with children, um, are y'all interested in that? Like, I really want to know if men are still interested in dating women with children because, and that may sound funny, but like, some men really approach me like, "Oh, you have children? I'm good." And that's okay with me, because my children are me. If you know what I'm saying, I'm not asking anybody to take care of my babies. Like it's not that, but my children are a part of me. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know, what is men's perspective on women with children, and I mean young children, because I have a 13-year-old and I have a 1-year-old, so we are all across the board with it. I just want to know, like, what is your perspective on dating a woman that has children? Are you okay with that? Is it like, nah, I just want to fuck? Like, I just truly want to know what men think about that.
Oh, well, I could tell you from my point of view, um, most men that don't want to deal with a woman with kids, they're not ready to they're not mature enough. They're not ready to, because if you be with a woman that got kids, that means, it's almost means like settle down. Because this is like I'm coming into a family. Like if we hit it off, we're gonna be a family. I'm not their father, but I will be a part of these children's life. So a lot of times, um, men don't want to take on that responsibility. They're not mature enough yet. But if a man really likes you, you're a package deal. It ain't like, it's like I like you, but I don't like your kid. You know what I'm saying? They know a real man knows that it's a package deal. And the men that don't, they be like, all right, he don't want, he maybe just want what he want, and he don't want to be straight up. So he's just like, I'll commend him for dipping off, because I don't want you to come in my life and sell me dreams, and you get what you want, then you gone. And then, as most women that are good, or are smart and all that, they say, I don't want to bring just anybody around my kids anyway, so I need to know, up front. And you got to set your precedents. You got to be like, I got kids. If you ain't down with it, then you need to step or catch the door before it closes, because I ain't got time for it. I'm a package deal. You met me before I even told you about my kids, and you liked me. But I say I got kids. That let me know off the top that you ain't got a whole lot going on in your mind, because it shouldn't matter. But that's just me. And I'm a little older, and I done been through a lot of different things. But in my whole life, I never like X'd any woman out of trying to be with them because they had kids. And Chris want to say something. All right, Chris, go ahead, Chris.
All right. Excuse me. What up, though? All right. When it comes to a man dating women, y'all can hear me, right? Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, women with children. Okay, especially school age children. So one of the dilemmas are, one, now you have to be upfront and ask them, okay, are the children's father in the life, that kind of stuff. How was that relationship going to be? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to nobody's house, be dating somebody they baby daddy crazy, anything like that. So that's one of the things that you think about. Another thing you think about is, are you going to be available to give me the time? You know what I'm saying? When you a mom, you got school age children, like you said, package deal, but that's what your life revolves around. So where do I fit in? You know, then once again, package deal. So now a dinner for one ain't dinner for one. You know what I'm saying? Now you buying dinner for the whole family. You know, these are things you got to consider. You got to consider also the respect factor. If her kids don't like you, how does that play out? Or even if how you were raised was different than what she was raised, she don't want you to talk, discipline her kids, or you could have an issue of when one of the kids could be a male. Let's say the oldest is the male. He the man of the house, basically. Now you got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But he's being much more to her than anything. So he's more than just her son. He's like her best friend. He may have a different relationship with her. So he may talk to her a certain kind of way that you could be like, man, that's disrespectful. And if I'm supposed to be your man, I'm dating you or whatever, I'm not supposed to allow nobody to talk crazy to you. Now it's issues between me and your son because I'm gonna check him. I gotta protect you. I gotta check him. Look, you out of line. Now you gotta decide
True,
who you gonna ride with,
true.
So you
But
gotta think about that.
you said a lot because exactly what my little sister said, right? She said, how men feel. How does women feel about men that come into the relationship and have a few kids? Some like yourself. Some men have kids that live with them, and some just got a lot of kids, which means that they have, may or may not have full connectivity with the mothers or mother of the kids. So, and the mothers tries to cause trauma for the present relationship that the man is in. So what do y'all got to say about that? Ladies.
Hey, before you get to them, I'm gonna speak on this though. All right. So as a man though, what you have to do is you have to be able to control your situation though. So I'm gonna deal with my kid's mom. You ain't gotta deal with her. You gotta be that barrier. You know what I'm saying? Because if you not, it's gonna be an issue. It's different when it's the men versus the women. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta basically be like, look, this our situation, this what it is, this is who I'm with, but you gotta make sure that you are the barrier, basically. You know what I'm saying? All communication need to go through you. So it's about you and your kid. You know what I'm saying? Your woman really don't need to speak to your child's mom too much because that can cause issues. So you got to be that that middleman there to make sure what's up. But that's just my perspective on it.
And you made a good point. And anybody else got anything they want to say? Michael
Let me say
Jackson?
something before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm somebody like I personally I don't have no kids, right? To answer that question, right? For a long time, I used to always like I don't want to deal with females, got no kids. I feel like I got that right then to go. I don't have none, but then it's kind of based on the individual. I would absolutely prefer somebody that don't have kids than if I don't have one. I don't have none, but I I, I am open to females that have kids.
But in your situation, it's understandable because you don't have any kids. You know what I mean? So it does, but who knows? It's a never know type thing because you don't know who you might meet. You don't know who might that's hit the cupid hit your heart or whatever, and they just happen to have kids or whatever. But at this moment in time, I do fully understand because there's a lot of women out there that don't have kids and they want a man that doesn't have kids because they want to have kids and they want to experience it for the first time with that person. Doesn't always work out that way, but in theory, that's what you're doing. In theory, you want to meet your potential mother of your child, yeah, and y'all go through the whole thing together. In this day and time, it's just the world is so caught up in so many different avenues of what is right, what is wrong, what a man should have, what a woman should have, what how we should live, and are we pertinent to what the trends going on today? Because some people don't want to live the way they just want to live. They want to live beyond what it is because they care too much about what other people think. And that's the bottom line. It's just like you have to learn to accept life as it is. And each day you get to try to do better than what you doing today. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. And I got hands up. Okay, Leroy, I'll let you go next. Leroy.
So my opinion on dating men with children is you personally getting attached to the children. And that's where my issue is if it doesn't work out. Because I feel like kids, they get used to certain things. And that's where I have an issue where I'm like, okay, what if we don't work out? So, my history of dating. I have a fear of like, meeting the kids, or I don't want to meet the kids, or I feel away from, because I'm like, okay, if your kids get to know me and then we don't work out, then I didn't build a bond with your children. Like it comes with all of that. So it's like that's where I think in dating men with children, where I have the issue, like, okay, am I going to go with it? But then how I look at it is I pay attention to how he is as a father, and certain things, like that plays a role on why I would even go to the next step. But I do think that people, kids become attached too, and it's kind of hard on kids. So that's my issue.
Yeah, I get it. All right, Chris.
Oh, let me put the hand down. I'm sorry. It's still did it
Yeah,
go
I'll
down?
put it down.
All right, cool. All right. So just to add on to that though, I mean, for some people it's the baggage. And when I say baggage, I mean a lot of people who have kids been through some kind of trauma or some kind of heartbreak or something like that. And what that brings is, you bring that to the relationship. So now you want a fresh new relationship, but you got old habits and old routines and things that you were accustomed to. And you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you bringing that to the table still, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what a lot of people struggle with. So you gotta be with somebody who can understand that and also give you some patience and some grace with all that, because it's an adjustment. So when you got kids, you never stop being a parent. That's just a road that's going to be continuous. But there's different stages in it too. So being able to accept those stages, but while you at it, trying to date somebody and be open to new things is definitely, something you have to consider. So these are things everybody considers when you dating somebody who got kids, or if they don't have kids, that's kind of you know, that's an advantage. But at the same time, it's hard. He go, perfect example. Okay, like I got kids. Me dating a woman that doesn't have kids would be very hard for her to understand, because the roles are basically reversed. When a man meets a woman who has kids, he knows he's got to adjust. He do X, Y, and Z, whatever, to kick it with her. But a woman is not used to being in that role where she got to come over at certain times, or make that adjustment. It's harder sometimes for women to adjust to date a man that's like actively in his kids or has custody of his kids, because she's not used to that side of it. But men are. We forced into that basically because a lot of our women got kids. So
Yeah, I feel you. And I have this question. And this is like for everyone. When you meet someone, like I'm talking about like everyone when they first, met, do you feel it's best to put not everything, but put the most important things that you seek from a friendship that could possibly become a relationship at the onset of the friendship? Like how a lot of people say, I'm dating with a purpose. Here are the bullet points to that. Or should you sit back and slow walk these things? Because I feel if I say why I'm dating or why I'm out here dating, I'm dating because I'm trying to find someone, and hopefully if chemistry is good and we click on a lot of levels, this is what I'm looking for. I'm not just out here dating, I'm dating with a purpose. So, because I know that'll run a lot of people off right off the break. You know what I mean? Because everybody is not out here to find a significant other. So I'm the one to say in my personal life now, I say it off the break. I ain't out here just doing it to do it. I'm out here trying to find that one person, and this is not saying, you are that person, but you are potentially could be that person. So I think everyone should say that up front. Do y'all think that that's too much? Or do you think that's like saving you from wasting a bunch of your time and their time? No one's put it out there. All right, Cicely, come on.
think you should just be honest. Like whatever it is you're looking for, whatever it is that you want, you're not putting all your cards. I mean, you might feel like it, but you have a criteria set for dating. So when you meet somebody and this is what you're looking for, I think you should be honest. Even if you just want to hit it and quit it, I think you should be honest, and give that person that opportunity to say, oh, I'm with that or I'm not. The way the world is now, I don't feel like you have to play the games. Like, I don't think the games should even be a part of the situation because it's so many people out here that's with so much different shit. So I feel like at this point in life, why not be honest? And then, so once you put your cards out on the table and you start like hearing how the person is talking, and if it's not aligning up with your core values or your criteria that you set, then you'd be like, oh, okay, cool, nice talking, whatever the case may be. Or you could just be a friend because sometimes things change. People change their mind. They meet other people, they see, oh, okay, they were some shit. So we can curse, right?
Yeah. You grown, ain't you?
But I'm just saying, so you meet somebody and you like, okay, yeah, they some shit or whatever, but so whatever. But then they, and I'm speaking from a female perspective, not saying that men out here are terrible, but sometimes you just don't mesh well. So it's like, oh, okay, hear about the games, but there's nothing wrong with still being friends with the person because he may realize that you were a good catch, and he come back to you, and his conversation is different. So it's with me, like I'm saying, it's timing. I feel like everything is with timing, and just because you met somebody and they didn't align with your core values or your criteria and what you're looking for at that particular time, I still don't think that it's over for them. You know what I mean? Because it was a reason why y'all met. It was something that brought y'all together. So I say, okay, sometimes if they gone and you never see them again, whatever the case may be, then that's what it is. But I just feel like when we out here, we meet people and it's not something that we're like actually seeking, like these dating apps. I mean, people do it, it's cool, but you're on the dating app to meet somebody. So that's a little different from you just like going to the grocery store or you're at the gas station and you just meet somebody. To me, that's more organic, is more natural, and it's like, damn, I met you for a reason, I just wasn't swiping. Oh, he look good, ugly, or whatever. And you know what I mean? And you just say, oh, okay, I'm going out with this person. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's my take on it.
And I thank you for your take. And just for everyone else, side note or disclaimer, you are allowed to curse. Be respectful, but don't say a whole lot of bad shit. Anyway, uh, Chris, let's hear what you got to say.
All right. I think it's basically depends on the gender. By that I'm saying, like, if a female basically says when you first meet her or whatever, this is why I'm dating, you know, it's kind of like putting pressure on it more than it is from a man. You know what I'm saying? It would be kind of like a red flag in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, I'm just trying to get to know you. You telling me I'm gonna waste your time if you ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, be intentional and, you know, be married within a certain kind of, certain amount of time and things like that. Because everybody at some point in their life has had what they thought their future was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Every woman since they was young was like, okay, I'm gonna have kids at 22, I'll be married by 24, all these things mapped out in their head. So when it comes to them saying that, they already got a plan of what they want. So now, if you're not in that plan, they probably gonna cut you off even faster and things like that. So it's like you being intentional, but at the same time, you're not giving people that time to grow on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you kind of like Nope, you don't meet this criteria. You don't meet this. You don't meet this. You don't meet that. Nope, and they getting rid of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in a way, you could be blocking your blessing just coming off like that. So you kind of, like I said, you got to let it be organic some way.
Well,
Now,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I mean, it's being organic is part of the process. However, it's like you have to first of all say what you mean what you say, because how long I see your side of it, but then the flip side is okay. Well, how long you think it's going to take you to figure out how much you like me, or and the person, like if I say it, I'm not saying I'm trying to marry you tomorrow, or I'm saying this is what I'm expecting in the long run. So I'm saying up front, yeah, we're gonna go through the motions because we got to get to know each other, but I'm saying that this is my end goal. My end goal ain't got no time limit on it. However, at certain increments of our relationship, I'm gonna be like, where we at? If I can't see it just through your actions, I'm gonna say, where we at? What we doing? You know what I mean? Because we 6, 7 months in. Are we a couple? Because we should at least be a couple. I ain't saying marriage. Marriage take years sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's quicker, but saying I'm dating with a purpose mean I'm dating to be with one person. That's it. Just it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you're supposed to look at it.
I mean, all right, I'm with you on that, but it's like, okay, so if you dating with somebody, maybe not say, all right, I'm looking for marriage or whatever. Be like, I'm just looking for some, some monogamy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking on some one-on-one type stuff. I don't think you really want to lead or just come off strong with the, hey, look, I'm dating to get married, because hey, that's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, shy away from that because I mean, everybody, that may be your end goal, but then, like you said, it could take years to get married. You're gonna
Right.
have to go through some ups and some downs. Now some people can get married quickly and make it work. You know what I'm saying? You could
Hey,
be, you could be with somebody 20 years and then you be like, man, this person a whole stranger. I didn't even know who they was over this whole 20 years. So
yeah. Yeah, but see that's where it comes individual. It's like how much time people that be together for 20 years or a lot of years of their life, and then they knew this several years in that this really ain't the one, but because life is comfortable and I don't feel like jumping back out in the dating world and starting over, this is why people end up like that. But if you true to yourself, you ain't going, pressure bust pipes. So if a person says something to you and you feel like you pressured, you need to step away because pressure don't release like that. Some people say it just to see how you gonna react, just going how you gonna roll. They might not even mean it. They just want to see your character. How you gonna handle this? How you gonna do it? Are you just gonna just like split, or are you gonna like seriously give it some time and get to know the person? And down the road, you be like, yeah, at first I thought you was blah blah blah, but now I see it was not a test, but it was just like seeing where I'm at in my feelings or in my future and my wants or needs or whatever. And then, it's dating and relationships is an ongoing job. It's a job. And that's it. It's a job. Every day ain't going to be, you go to work, every day ain't a good day at work. It's a job. And it take two to make the business run smoothly. And that's just all it is. So, like I said, I'm out here and I'm still looking and all that, but I'm gonna be serious
And
to a
I'll drink
certain
to
extent.
that.
And yes, one time for the drink. That was hilarious. Okay, I know we we, we gonna we gonna shut this thing down, but I just want to thank everybody for coming through. Everybody that came on and talking in the comments on YouTube, and I just want to thank y'all for just giving me the strength and the boost to come back and continue on with this. And I want y'all to all remember, don't believe everything you hear or see. Just look inside the logic. And we out.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Love y'all.
Have a good evening, y'all. Take care.